What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing well and are ready to learn some new tricks. So in my last video, I taught you guys how to do a 1-foot table. And so to play off of that, I'm going to be teaching you guys today how to do a shoulder buzz. It's also called an invert or an inward table. They have a bunch of different names for it, but I've just always kind of separated it from a normal table and 1-foot table by saying a shoulder buzz, because I normally buzz my shoulder with a tire and it just kind of makes sense to me. So for this trick, I'd recommend having either a double or a step up. I've kind of just always done them over straight jumps. They're just one of those tricks where they're easier to do in that way, in my opinion. And so, yeah, if you have a step up or a double, kind of the same as my last videos, anything that you're comfortable with, definitely pick that jump or jump that you know you have enough air time to do one. Another thing I like to point out is I chop up my landings, make them a little soft when I'm learning new tricks. If you're able to do that, definitely try it. It gives you a peace of mind having a soft landing versus a hard landing. And it helps you just get past that mental barrier when you're learning new tricks, knowing that if you do fall, it's a little bit more safe than it would be on a hard pack landing. As always, please wear a helmet when you're trying new tricks. I also wear knee pads, knee shins, as well as some protective shoes. Always helps to have a little bit more protection than you think you need, because you never know what's going to happen, especially when you're learning new tricks. I definitely have had my fair share of crashes. I feel like I crash almost every day, but that's just because I'm trying dumb things. But yeah, always helps to have safety gear and equipment just in case anything happens, you know? Alrighty, so for this trick, I definitely like to just show people what it looks like without a bicycle, because literally when you're in the air, it's almost like you're doing it standing up. If you watch when I do the trick, basically body's like vertical, or you're like hanging over the bike a little bit, but it's more or less the same as just being standing up when you do this trick. So I know it might be silly, but basically what I do in the air is I kick out my front foot like this, take my hands, and I go like this. So it's almost like an X up, but you're just punching each fist in a different direction with that kick out. So it's like, it's all one motion. You're kicking and punching, and then this back leg is gonna be turning to the side like a ballerina, to the side, kicking like this. And that's how it is without a bicycle. Definitely do that on flat ground, because it is such an awkward feeling, and that's like the way you get in the air. It's also hard to show it when I'm doing it on the bike, so I'm gonna try to, but for the most part I'm gonna be on the ground. But when you're doing the trick, you're more vertically up and down, and it's just gonna be harder to show that right here on the ground. So for fun, I'm gonna still try to do it. I'm gonna try to show you guys what it looks like on the ground here. So I'm left foot forward. So for this trick, it definitely helps to do it the correct way with feet positioning. So if you're left foot forward, table to your right. If you're right foot forward, table to the left. The reason why is because when that foot, it basically, you don't like really take it off like you do with a 1-foot table. You kind of just like straighten it, and it pops to the side, and your leg kind of floats right in between the frame and the seat right here. And it almost like hooks. You like, I have my foot, I'll show you guys, like this, and it hooks the bike, and it's almost like a safety mechanism. And so, yeah, goodness, this is gonna be hard to show. I'm like this in the air with that foot hooked right here. Ooh. It's so hard to show. So this trick is pretty similar to the 1-foot table. It's just more vertical than it is. You're gonna be doing it up in an upright position. So it feels kind of the same. You're doing like the same movements with the arms, but the way the bike is positioned, it just feels like more locked in than a 1-foot table does. And so we're gonna just run through the little steps of it all. So you're gonna be popping off the lip, getting into that like weightless position. And you're gonna be kind of popping it almost front tire heavy. So front tire is gonna be higher up in the air than normally would be. And that just kind of allows you to just position your body over the bike. Bike's taller for you. And you're just gonna be letting that foot that's on the front pedal just straighten, fall in between the seat there. This back leg is gonna be straightening as well. And I'm pretty positive I'm holding on with just like my 2 fingers over here. If you have big enough fingers, you probably can hold on the whole time. And then so I'm punching to my left and punching through my arm. And then I'm pushing my shoulder into that tire. And then basically the same thing back. You're just gonna be opening it back up. Make sure to clear the handlebar from your chest. Ooh. And then it just slides back into place. And that foot, the foot that's in between the frame and the seat, will be pretty easy to just go from this position back onto the pedal. It's pretty like simple of just like a tilt, and it happens all super quick. Sounds super complex, but in the end, it just kind of makes sense. So with the shoulder buzz, I really recommend just getting that foot straightened and finding that spot in between the frame and the seat on the foot that's coming off, and just do small tables, like get it to like here and then bring it back, do it a little bit more, and you'll just progressively get deeper and deeper and more locked up. But the key thing is to just get that foot in that position, straightening that back leg, and then the movement with the arms will just come with time, and it'll get more and more clicked. Alrighty, so now that I've explained it step by step, I'm gonna throw a few on here. I'm gonna work my way up to a fully clicked shoulder buzz, and I'm gonna stop and pause and talk you guys through the whole process of it. And so let's go do some and break it down for you guys. Alrighty, so that's our first attempt at the shoulder buzz. We're gonna pop off the lip. You can already see my hands already twisted into that table position. Foot is off the pedal, and you're gonna see it goes to the frame first, and then it slides in between the seat and the frame. Arms are punching through the armpit, and then here we are going back to that level position. Foot is back on that pedal, and we're straightened out, riding away. Alrighty, so this time we're gonna go a little bit further. So we're gonna pop off the lip, arms are punching opposite ways, foot is sliding into that position, locking that seat, and we are getting that bike vertical. And then we're gonna come out of that click position, straighten out that bike, get the leg out from underneath the seat, back on the pedal, and ride away. So that is what it looks like to be fully clicked in this trick. You're just gonna be getting into that table position a little bit earlier, leaning in that shoulder to touch the tire just like that. And the same process to get out of it. You're just going to be getting that leg out from underneath the seat, straightening the bars, getting the foot back on the pedal, and riding away. So that's basically it, a shoulder buzz in a nutshell. Like I said, just progressively, slowly get that clicked position. You don't have to just go for it right away. Definitely take your time on it, because once you get to that position, it is pretty awkward and you're all tangled up within the bike. And so take your time on that one, and yeah, good luck with it. Let me know how it goes. Drop any comments if you guys want to learn anything else. Cheers.